When you think of the first person to discover America, who do you think of? Christopher Columbus? Well, I am doing my report on the first person to discover America, and it was not Christopher Columbus. Leif Ericson discovered America 500 years before Christopher Columbus, and it was because he first discovered Canada and was curious enough to follow the shoreline when he found a place that caught his eye. He found vineyards of grapes and decided to camp there for the winter. This place he discovered was later known as America. Leif Ericson was born in Iceland around 970 A.D. He lived with a man named Theiker, who raised him for the first 12 years of his life. This was a tradition for Iceland children to grow up outside of the family for those years of their life, and then move back with their family for the rest. Theiker taught him many things while he was growing up. Leif was the second son of Eric the Red. He had 2 brothers and a sister. Soon after Leif Ericson moved back in with his father, Eric, his father got into a fight with another man and killed him. This caused his father to be banned from Iceland for 3 years. The family moved to Greenland in 986 AD. This move resulted in Leif Ericson's growing love for the sea. During these years of banishment, Leif's father taught Leif many lessons that he would later learn in life to be useful. The lessons that Leif learned were helpful to him on his voyage. When he was 24, he set out on his first voyage. The purpose of this voyage was to bring King Olaf of Norway gifts. On this voyage, he was blown off course and stayed on an island for a while. He, however, made it back safely to Norway a year later. Leif Erikson was treated very well when he came back to meet with the king. The king shared his experience of the gods he used to worship. He shared his testimony on how these gods never helped him in times of need, but how Christianity's God had always helped him. Leif came to Christianity through the king's testimony. Leif then proceeded to bring the people of Greenland to faith. Leif Erikson got restless and heard news of a new land to the west. When he went out to explore, he landed on a place that he called Slab Land, or Flat Rock Land, which is now called the Baffin Islands of Canada. He also found in this flat land of Canada white beaches and trees. He named this land Markland or Woodland. He followed the outlines of this new land, finding grapes where he set up camp for the winter and called this place Vinland. Today, this is called America. In 1020 AD, this is believed to be the date that Leif Erikson had died. After Leif Erikson's death, the importance of his death became apparent one step at a time. In 1838, Leif Erikson's tale finally reached America. This tale was told by the Norse writings that were found and finally translated. In 1867, Viking remains were found in Norway. In 1887, a memorial was made in Boston for Leif Erikson. In 1963, Viking remains were found in Canada in a town called Newfoundland. In 1965, Leif Erikson Day was founded to be celebrated on October 9th. This date commemorates the date that the first ship from Norway was known to have reached America. Explorers such as Leif Erikson and Christopher Columbus were instrumental in finding new lands for us to build our history on. It is apparent from the many monuments scattered across North America that the contribution of this adventurous young man were well appreciated.
I went like that, and then it was